Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Kirby Triple Deluxe. Last time, we went up to the peaks of the highest mountains and the lowest of the low valleys. You know, we had a lot of ups and downs. We got a 1 at the goal game and had a lot of really good moments, but we also had some kind of not so good losses. This time, I'm gonna cut my losses and leave. I want to show that if there's a specific power-up that you know the location of, if you know a level that has it right at the very beginning, stage, have to get my terminology right, you can just go right in and kill Cappy the way that he is intended to be killed, all the way back in Kirby's Adventure. You can just suck up the ability, pause, quit the stage, and you'll have it. So, did I want Bell Kirby for a specific level we're gonna be playing? Nah, I was just messing with you. Nah, I was just messing with you when I said I was just messing with you. Of course I do. That is because we are going into Old Odyssey 5. May there be 5 entries in the Mario Odyssey series. This is just getting me excited talking about it in a loose sense. We're gonna go right in. Hello, music. The game director, Shinya Kumazaki, recommended picking up Bell for this stage as a way of setting the perfect atmosphere for the holidays. And I agree, it sets the tone perfectly for picking up donations outside of Walmart. Now, I'm sure some of you are saying that doesn't make any sense because it's not actually the holidays right now, and the first 100,000 or so of you are absolutely right, but you gotta think about those people that aren't watching on release, okay? I want this to last for a long time and be something that people revisit, so that's why we're doing that. Also, hello Circus, I need you. Could we? I could go for Circus. I could go for Ice. We haven't really seen Ice yet. You get to more or less ignore ice physics and turn quickly if you have it. Really good ground movement. There's the ice suction at its finest again. I don't believe that we got to see all of the abilities because it was just over so quickly before, so what do we got? Kind of a shame we couldn't take Bell with us because we needed a fire ability for something. Hello, Street Pass! You know I'm doing this at least 8 hours after the last time that I did one of these. And I use the Y button to eat my thing because no touchy, no touchy, no touch. Really don't like using the touchscreen to use that because it's killed me before back when I thought that was the only way that you could do it. Oh! Well, I guess we're getting to see this. Flame Galboros. I think you have a weakness to ice. Oh boy, okay, gonna drop my ability, eat that, get in some easy damage. Take that. I'm invincible right before I do that. If you tap multiple times, you can attack in place, similar to fire. There's the aerial attack. While dashing, you can move while using it. Sure. Okay, you're just shooting out fire. It doesn't slither along the ground like the Dix version. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. I was about to say. Fire, sure, fire. That's a pretty good showcase of ice. It has continuous damage similar to fire. Enemies have elemental weaknesses to it. And it's pretty clear that they want us to have some kind of fire ability here if this is the second time that they're locking something behind it. I'll eat my curry. Was I the only one who thought that curry originated in Japan until Pokemon Sword and Shield happened? Because I did. So I'd never heard of curry until I saw it in Furry Curry when I was like 14 or so. And because it was an anime that I saw it in for the first time, I thought it was some Japanese thing. And I was very, very surprised to find out, no, it's actually in many countries all over the world, and I think it even has its origins in India. We'll hop in. I remember being like, wow, so you make a region not based in Japan only to make the main custom in the Galar region Japanese, real nice. And then I was sitting next to Misei, who is Japanese. They were the one who corrected me. Oh, foot in the mouth. I'm so good at it. Let's break all these blocks. Act like we're playing Kirby's block ball. Just by dashing, you can, you don't even really need to, like, that much space to use this. You can just kind of blast through everything. Blast away the snowball. Okay. Oh, keychain. In the very last one I opened. Aren't you glad that I interact with absolutely every single thing and am completely neurotic about it? Otherwise, I would just be no good. Oh God. Okay. We might have been able to see Flamer there giving us an ability. Snowball. Oh, we were racing the snowball to get a 1-up. I didn't even know I was in a race and I won. What a satisfying feeling. Oh, we got another race. All right, come on. I'm ready for you. I will melt you, and hopefully not the key. Give me that. And that gets us into the Secret Omelet Club. And members of the Secret Omelet Club get a free sunstone with every purchase. It represents the morning glory that we feel from eating eggs and starting the day right. You can't have the symbol of the club be an omelet, then everybody will know about the Secret Omelet Society. What do we got here? Oh, here's what we got here. Big Bang Kirby is this thing's Japanese name. Many of you have pointed out that caught up in the hype of Hypernova, I didn't point out that eating a miracle fruit imbues Kirby with this special ability. After an explosion of energy, Kirby's stomach becomes a veritable black hole, allowing him to inhale giant objects. Well, you see, I went all sodium chloride on this, and I had the more scientific explanation for why it's called that, but you know, I guess it's official text that's worth seeing. Okay, I'm not gonna get on a high horse about not reading ability text in a Kirby game. Well, here, we're using our powers of Hypernova for extreme snowman building. It's a thing, I looked it up. Actually, it is. There's snowmen the size of houses with those image tags on them on Google, so that's, yeah. Well, we'll keep going on. Revealing that, I don't believe that you actually need to clear away the fog of war as long as you know what's going on. That's a weird thing about Hypernova, Kirby. If you ever watch a speedrun of these Hypernova sections, it's hilarious. They just completely ignore and jump past everything. Like those, oh. I've played too much Animal Crossing to fall for that one. It's really funny because they won't actually suck on anything. They'll just jump past all those things. Like, all those trees that we were able to inhale back in the first time that we saw Hypernova, none of that's done in a speedrun at all. You just jump over the trees. They don't do this. They just jump through the fog and know where the obstacles are ahead of time. And very frequently in Hypernova sections, they just allow themselves to get hit by everything because it's so much faster than bothering with any of the puzzles that you're supposed to be solving, and it gets the same result. So it's just so funny to see Kirby in this exceedingly powerful form, strongest one that I think he's ever had. And yet, all they do is just make him get pelted and beat up by everyone and their grandma. They'll run into Waddle Dees if they have to get the invulnerability. Sounds like the ultimate form of torture. It's like you have ultimate power and you can only use it on a pigeon. So we'll roll Snowman's big head over to him, and he'll magically make himself a hat. He can love himself now that he has a brain. 1-up right there, 16 lives. In my heart, we have at least 30. And I know in your heart we do too, because we believe together in the spirit of 1-ups on Christmas, I think. We'll move him over there. We'll move her over to the left. She gets a little bun, he gets a little top hat off to the side because you gotta do that in video games. It's like the first rule of putting top hats in your video games. And we get another sunstone for solving that cute little puzzle. Anything over to the right here? No, okay. Next, Supernova takes us to I'll suck, and I'll cook, and I'll inhale your house in! Wood? Well, that's okay, because we've already established no wood goes beyond this mouth. I hope you had a good insurance policy! Easiest sunstone you could not possibly miss. It's not that hard to get up to the requirements for the bosses. And Ah, saving me the trouble, I see. They didn't have a brick house prepared. They had a castle! A living castle! This will launch missiles at you, and we've all known that you can inhale bullets. You didn't like that one very much, did you? Well, you can guard against missiles. Oh. Maybe not the best. Okay. Let's guard this missile just to get it back on kilter. Oh. It's like you can see what I'm doing and react to it. Stop having a nervous system. Don't worry, I'll help you. Give me that. Boom! You guys really should have put in a 4th log for structural integrity. It would have also kept you alive a few extra seconds. And then, nope, nothing there. Caught myself. You don't gotta worry about me. I know how to press A, except when I don't. No. Cloud 3. Not quite enough for a 1-up. 1 keychain, fainted Kirby. Are you trying to tell me something? Because I didn't die once in that level, you know. There were a lot of times you could have used this to troll me. You didn't do it at the right time. Spark Kine! Oh, I love Kine. Out of all the animal buddies, he's my favorite. He's really weird because he's very rarely ever any good, but in the times that he is, he's really solid. Spark Kine in particular is great. Kirby in canon. Simir. Wish you were in this because Mirror Kirby is my all-time favorite looking Kirby power. I just love its cute little hat and the color Kirby skin turns. And we didn't get a rare keychain, did we? I would celebrate, but we need to get that keychain. I would celebrate, but we gotta get that keychain. This one, don't light the fuse. Instead, jump off and to the right. No! Jump off to the right. Treasure chest along with 2 stars. Go. Rare keychain. Yeah, perfect! Perfect! 2 times out of 40! I'm maintaining my streak of better than I did in school. Full dance, bonus keychain, and 30 stars. Max and tomato as well, but it's kind of irrelevant. It's a nice treat, though. Kirby and cart. That's our second one of that. Our rare keychain is the Nightmare Wizard. I've always thought Nightmare is such an interesting antagonist. So creepy looking. Kirby fights the scariest bad guys of them all. Spear Waddle Dee from Kirby Canvas Curse. Back in the supporting role you belong in. There, I said it. I don't get why people want him to be a fighter so badly in Super Smash Bros., but maybe someday you'll be watching this, possibly on a holiday like I was trying to accommodate for earlier, and I'll be eating my words. Laser Ball! Sounds like a really kick-ass board game. And that's just one oleander into Old Odyssey. I was trying to come up with an O word that meant adventure, and it didn't really work. Maybe Oddventure I could have gone with. We'll go into Stage 7 EX. For a second there, I got confused, though, but no, boss counts as Stage 6. That's why the numbering is weird. Like I said, we're going to be doing these before the bosses. Give me a star. Thank you. I want to make you a star. And now you are. You're about the same temperature as one Waddle Dee, and about as airborne, too. Look at me being so thoughtful and making you something good. We can now finally go into the background. I probably should have grabbed that ice now that I think about it, but there'll be other opportunities. Get pushed along, so we don't even have to attack them directly. We can just be holding our fists out and they run into them, so to speak. This song is wonderful. Have a listen. I'm a Frosty Ninja. This is the kind of place that you want to be with this music and just relaxing by the fireside with a bedtime story. I went into a rant like this last time we were in a Kirby snow area, and it stands for this place as well. Oh. You come back here and do that again. I dare you. Once I get the button timing right, you are in so much trouble. What's the combination? Up? I tried up and down. It didn't work. Ha! Once I learned to read, you were in so much trouble. I sound very threatening right now. I am very badass. Okay. Why do people let me do things? Can I not go into the background here either? I swore I could. This whole element of multiplane platforming is creative, but it makes me so self-conscious whenever I haven't gone into a background yet, because that's always where they hide stuff. By the way, you can go into igloos and be extra cute and cuddly and aw, they're having a nap. Do we embrace our inner American and channel George Washington by killing them in their sleep on Christmas? Just napping by a good. Oh god! Now they're panicking. They're panicking. I might be armed while breaking and entering, but I won't make this a homicide as well. I'm gonna leave your house after stealing your keychains. The things I do for 100%, yo. Oh hey, we could get a new ability. This one's actually on my. Whoa! No! Yes. Oh god, come back. This is Bomb Kirby. Might not be my personal favorite. Certainly near the top, though. Raise a huge bomb above your head, adjust the angle, and give it a toss. Blast, explode, and detonate from a distance. Or drop a bomb right next to an enemy. Kaboom! We have a pretty basic moveset, honestly. All these involve using bombs in some sort of way. You can self-destruct a bomb on you, but I wouldn't really recommend doing that. We'll go into the background into a safe place. I was a little worried. Toss it. No. Toss it. This is a really bad cramped space for it. Throwing has an arc to it, but you could always just drop the bomb, have him run into it. I seem to be a fan of that style of fighting. It's a pacifist's way of dealing with bullies in schools. The worst thing I ever did in school was say that I was a pacifist. Like, actually. Is it running that wakes them up? No. Is it jumping near them? Yes, okay. I was really curious what it was that actually woke them if these guys weren't waking up and the previous guys did. By dashing... Thank you for opening the way for me. I guess they didn't want people rushing ahead and not realizing that they were up there. Thoughtfulness. Come back here. These snowballs have been my greatest enemy so far. Other than the goal game, that is. Nobody's a greater enemy of me than the goal game. That's one down there, and there's a keychain. Okay. Nothing up top other than this beautiful sky. Bomb Kirby, I would say, is categorized by high damage, but being kind of limited in how it works. You can actually place bombs in midair, which is kind of funny. I'm not at all doing a good job of doing that, however. I've noticed that I have a harder time when showcasing abilities because I have to find ways to work each and every move into my moveset, and that just kind of doesn't work. If I hold B, I can adjust the throwing arc. You can see that damage there. He turned red. That shows that he's taken some damage. Second bomb, he was gone. It would take a lot more than 2 hits for other abilities to do that. As bombs generally work, you can do that. Hey, speaking of bombs, let's go for a run. This is so nerve-wracking. I would hate to do this in real life. And I want to show you the latest part of Kirby's moveset. Guarding dynamite! You don't get hurt from that. It's very unusual is how I want to put it. Oh, this room. Oh, this room. Okay. You saw how that worked right there. You can go out and get another chance. I'll place a bomb in your path, and then I'll place another bomb in your path. Well, I almost had it. Tuki! It's a toucan and a monkey put together. There's your enemy idea. Maybe you could make it wear a toque. It's a cold region. You could say it's Canadian. And then we'll go in here. That's the required path. I'll make sure I haven't missed anything here. I'd very much like to miss getting hit by a train throughout my entire life. That's an experience that I would love to miss out on. Gonna have some in-flight ice cream. That's what it's there for. I've been low on health for a while. I haven't been using it. It would have been my own damn fault if I died. Cappy! More like crappy, am I right? With you dying that easily to things? How dare you? And that thing is called a hothead. I'm sure he feels that way after what I've said about that. I flew up there to show that in the background, we got none other than a very devious keychain. These to avoid, 1, a 2, a 3. Stick with bomb for a little while longer. What other moves do we have? Oh, the best move of all. Get right next to an enemy. You weren't supposed to slash my toe off, okay? You're right next to an enemy, press B. He's like, wait, what do I do with this? Wait, crap, no. It's so funny to see them react. Hey, buddy, I got you present. Oh, no, I can't even see what it is. Oh, God, oh, no. And that was his last words. Bomb bowling. Oh, no. Okay, well, I guess we're not Bomb Kirby anymore. Get out of here. That was kind of mean, actually. We'll fly upward to get... Never mind, I was gonna lose it anyway. That was a blessing in disguise. Give me Crash. Because going up here... Ninja. Hammer. I'm sorry, Hammer, I really do love you. It's just... Come on. That means that it's time for a boss fight. This is Mr. Frosty Dicks. TMI, buddy. Ah, not quite a one-hit kill, I see. I guess we gotta fight you the old-fashioned way. DX versions of bosses are, once again, faster versions. Come here. Eat you. Gosh, it's so gross to me that Kirby has to see that bulbous ass. He has to see that bulbous bubble butt every time he eats one of those. And, oh, he has to eat Bonker's feet first. Ugh. And, like, Bonkers is a pretty realistic humanoid with, like, you know, flesh-colored individual toes. And the less we think about what Kirby goes through to transform into these baddies, the better. Nice! Soaring on through. Cloud 2. Boo-hoo. Mr. Frosty Dicks is still weak against fire. Same logic is applied as the other ones. And good, we're back up to full health. I needed it. That was pretty tough. An enemy designed after Goatsy? Captain Vool. Oh, he's cool. Squeakers from Kirby Squeak Squad. Shotzo. And that's some new copy abilities, some new places, and the end of Old Odyssey. Next time on Kirby Triple Deluxe, we move on to the next floating continent after taking on an old foe. See you guys then.